Hey friends, welcome back. Now I've got a couple things we're going to do in this video, but first up, I had actually made these cute little dishes last year. This is actually part of my sunflower right here that, oh no, sorry, right here that broke off. So he was hiding under the pumpkins. Anyhow, this leaf I made using this redesign mold with air dry clay, and I just casted another one here, and I have never used Craft Smart air dry clay before. I would not recommend it. I just about pitched this. But when I did this one last year, I used the IOD clay and it's perfect. So anyways, it didn't get recorded, but cornstarch in the mold and then press it in. I did have to use a brayer to get it in there, and then anyhow. It is not that easy to work with. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with it, but I've used a couple different air dry clays before and that one was not good. But I ran out and that's all I can find in my town. So the sunflower is from the IOD mold called Sunflowers. So and I actually used it as I put a soap pump in it. There's actually some soap that is on there. Actually, it looks patinaed. It looks kind of cool. So I am going to show you how I did those, and then I just use this one for like a cute little display with a pumpkin and these cute little acorns that I made using real acorn tops and felt balls. So cute. Okay, so once this guy is molded, you can decide what shape of bowl you want. You can do this a couple different ways. You can mold it around the outside, but all I did was set it right inside. And I liked this deep bowl. I liked that, like, it gave me this bowl shape. I think, yeah, the sunflower I put in this one. And it's just flatter. Nothing wrong with it. It's just flatter, whereas we've got a lot more dimension to this one. So this be like, they'd be really cute like ring dishes by the sink. Okay, so it's got to dry overnight. Now, I'm just going to take this out of the bowl here because I've got a couple little touch-ups, that I want to do to it. Oh, that bowl's a little dirty. Just because that mold was that clay was so hard to get out of that mold, it wasn't a clean casting. So I'm just taking my knife and I need to just kind of clean up these edges a little bit. Maybe it won't matter when it's all said and done, but I feel like we should clean it up a little bit more. So I'm going to clean this up and I am going to then put it back in the bowl, and once it's dry we will come back and I will explain to you, well, this one I painted with Fusion Mineral Paints Cashmere, and then I took some gold wax. I can't remember which one I used. This might even be Rub and Buff, and I just dry brushed over it. That's all I did, and he's done. And he's stored well over the, like, after I packed him up and put him in the crate with all the other fall decorations, and he's stored really well. I mean, I was careful about how I packed him up, but so anyhow, we'll come back when this is dry. Hopefully it doesn't crack a lot. And then we will paint him. I've got a different paint color that I think I'm going to do for him. So while the leaf is drying, I thought we would make these cute little
charms. We could put these on napkin rings. We can hang them on vases, on candles. They could be gift tags. So I'm just painting them in iron clay, cashmere, and conservatory, all fusion mineral paints. And then we are going to come back and add a little wax in different colors to each of them. So I thought I'd mention too that these are mostly IOD molds, but the large leaf is a redesign mold. I will put the names of them in the description below. So now we are going to do our waxing. I have put clear wax on the 3 cashmere ones. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I do that so I can control my dark wax. So now I'm just adding my antiquing wax, buffing it off, and then on the conservatory and the iron clay one, I am only going in with white wax, and I love how these turned out. Then I do bring a little bit of rub and buff in next and add to the 2 colored leaves just a wee bit. I can't wait to style these up for you.
All right, so this has actually been sitting for a day and a half, and I've actually forgot how long it takes for it to dry when it's sitting in the bowl. It's not 100% dry on the bottom, but it's good, it's firm. You have to be delicate with that stem. But so we are going to go ahead and paint it. I'm going to paint it differently than the first one that I showed you. I want to do this one in iron clay. I did the other one in cashmere or raw silk. Actually, I did the other one in raw silk. So this one we are going to paint in iron clay. I think we're going to make it look more like a terracotta leaf here once we are done. Very simple things that I'm doing to my fall decor this year. Hopefully I can get this done in one coat. Might have to just go back in and touch up a couple spots. But anyhow, I'm just going to paint this. I may paint it front and back, even though it's not 100% dry on the back. So remember me telling you here that I didn't like this clay. It actually even has like little fibers in it. I'm finding myself having to like, you know, kind of touch up my sides a little bit because it has these little fibers in it. So I don't know. I just would, like I said, if anybody else has had no problems with this clay or has a better way to use it, let me know. All right, this guy's nice and dry, and keeping this really simple. And I'm just going to take some white wax. I use bare wax for all my waxes. So the idea is this is going to look like terracotta. So I am going to get lots of this in here. I'm coating the whole thing, getting in on the sides too. And I did not put the clear wax on like you would normally see me put clear wax on first, because especially with my dark wax, because I can control it a little bit better, well, a lot better. But I really want this white to be like heavier, and I want it to stay down in all those grooves. I'm also going to flip this around and do it on the back. Now, it's probably, you can let it sit for a few minutes, but I am just gonna, well, I'm just gonna take it off. Start very, very lightly. Rubbing the surface. I want it to stay down in these areas. A little heavy right in there. But you can control where you want it. Like, I probably have it a little heavy in a couple of the spots, and that's okay. I'm just going to go back in and keep rubbing, and if you take too much off, you just put more back on. Just want a little bit more off. There. That does it. That does it. I'm just gonna, you don't have to do the back, but just finishes it off nicely. It's perfect. I really, really like it. It really highlights those areas nicely. We'll let it dry. If you wanted it to be heavier, just go over it again. But I would let it dry first. And then when you put it on, if you want it heavier, let it sit for a few minutes before you start wiping it back. So these would be really cute as like a Thanksgiving with on your table settings, right? Just place these on your plate, put a cute little name tag on there. They'd be really cute. So anyhow, I'll style some things up. See you next time.